What is up, you guys? For today's video, we are going to be doing a look using products from this month's Boxycharm, and I'm seriously so excited about this box. I've already opened it up, and I cannot wait to share with you guys what I got inside. They are so cool. And if you are not familiar with Boxycharm, it is a monthly beauty subscription service that is $21 a month. In each box, you will receive either 4 or 5 full-size items with a retail value of $100 or more per box, which is insane. And I will say I am an affiliate with Boxycharm, so if you'd like to use my code down below, I do receive a small commission if you do so. So in my box, I do have a skincare item, which I'm actually really excited about. This is the GlamGlow GentleBubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser, and I just really like GlamGlow's products. I have liked them for years. I really enjoy their masks, and if you guys look, like, the packaging of this is so cool. I don't know if my camera's gonna show, but it's kind of like an oil slick. It's really, really cool, and it's like kind of like metallic in a way. And then I'm just going to start applying this, and then let's see how it works. So just like applying this cleanser, it has like a gel-like consistency to it. It feels really cool, and it has like a lot of like slip to it when you like wash your face. I really like how it feels. And then off camera, I'm just going to wash this off and come right back. So here is where I'm at right now after washing off the cleanser, and like touching my face, it just feels like my skin. It doesn't feel like I have any like product residue, nor does it feel like my skin's been stripped and like super dry. It just feels like I used a really nice cleanser. I will say I don't know how this cleanser works with my other products yet, or like if it is going to break me out. I can't vouch for that since I've only used it right now, but other than that, I feel like it's a really nice cleanser just from a first impressions basis. I will say too, this is like one of those cleansers that doesn't like crazily foam up. You know what I mean? Like when you try to like wash it off, it doesn't keep on like foaming and like being like really difficult to wash off. This one was like super easy, which I really like because I hate cleansers that keep on foaming up. They are so annoying. And then for eyeshadow today, we are going to be going in with my Holy Grail palette, the Dare to Create palette by Morphe. Seriously, I love this palette so much. In the box that I received today, there is no eyeshadow palette, so we are going to be using this one instead. Off camera, I did already prime my eyelids and set my eyeshadow primer with a skin tone colored eyeshadow just to make things a little bit quicker today. And the first shade that we are going to go into of this palette is called Bear. And then with this shade, I'm just going to be applying it into my crease, into my outer V, and then start smoking it up towards my brow. I am going to be doing a very smoky look today, so we want to bring the shadow up pretty far. And again, I'm doing like little blending circular motions just to make things a little bit more seamless. So once you have that applied and blended out, the next shade that we are going to go into is called Fame. It's kind of like a chocolate medium brown. And again, using that same brush, I'm going to be applying this color into my crease, into my outer V, and doing little circular motions to blend it upwards. I will say though, I really love this Morphe palette. I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about it anymore, but for me personally, I use this palette like all the time when I'm not filming. I just feel like I get a lot of those like staple colors for me out of it. Not to mention, if you are somebody that is looking to kind of like venture out into color and you don't know where to start, and you are also into like those kind of more like smoky looks, you will love this palette so much. The formula is fantastic, they're easy to blend, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it every time that I use it. So the next shade that we are going to go into is called Slice. It is a really deep kind of cool tone brown. And then with this smaller brush, I'm going to start adding it into my crease and into my outer V. This is going to help us with the lid shade just to blend things in a little bit better. And then to help me blend this in, I'm just taking whatever is left on that first brush that we used. I'm doing like little circular motions right around the edge just to blend everything around and get rid of all of these harsh lines. So the next product that I got in this month's box is this Bodyography eye pencil in the shade Emerald. Personally, I don't feel like this is emerald green. It is more of like a kind of like sapphire turquoise blue type of deal. But either way, it's a really pretty shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as an eye base today. And then before that sets, I'm just going to start blending that out with a flat shader brush. And then before that sets, the next shade that I'm going to go into is called Color. And with my brush dampened, I'm just going to start applying that right on top of that eyeliner. I'm really like pressing it in as well. I'm not doing like back and forth swiping. So once you have the blue applied, the next thing that I'm going to do is take a little bit of Slice again on that small little precision brush. And I'm just going to start doing little circular motions right around the edges of the blue, just so we can get rid of some of those harsh lines. Seriously though, like low-key, I am so obsessed with this look right now. Like, I love a good like blue and brown smoky eye. I think they are just so pretty and so underrated. Either way though, the next item that we are going to go into out of my Boxycharm is the Ciate London Eye Lustre Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Cupid. will say from a distance, this product is extremely glittery and super pretty. However, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to sit up a little bit closer so you guys can see it. But the more you like layer it, it kind of like flakes off and it just gets super patchy. It's definitely one of those products that is like a less is more type of approach, but either way, it is so hard to use. And it is definitely something you have to kind of get a learning curve with, but I am right now just not the biggest fan of it. I don't like cream eyeshadows that flake off. I feel like they're really hard to use and they don't give you like a long wearing type of look. But off camera, I'm just going to kind of like play around with this in the blue eyeshadow just to make it look less patchy. Off camera, I am just going to kind of clean up some of this fallout as well as apply my foundation and all of that. So here is where I'm at right now with the look. It is totally reminding me of my emo and scene kid days where I'd have like the thick, heavy eye makeup with like the concealer lips. I cannot believe I did that. But either way, the next item that I got in my box is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Stone. This one's actually my personal one, and this is the one I got in my box. But I just really enjoy this liquid lipstick. It is in probably my all-time like top 3 favorites. Like ride or die, like holy grail. It's one of those like liquid lipstick formulas that isn't like drying, it doesn't crumble throughout the day, it's just really comfortable to wear. So we are just going to quickly work on the lower lash line, and what I'm going to do is just line my waterline and bring it down just a little bit. And then before that dries down, I'm just going to take a pencil brush and start smudging it around. I don't want to bring it too far down, just enough so we can kind of have a little bit to work with. And then using that same pencil brush, I'm just going to lightly set that with frame. Make sure when you're doing this that you kind of connect it with the outer portion of your eye as well. And then to even smoke it out a little bit further, I'm just going to take Bare on this really tiny little blender brush. I'm just going to buff it around the edges. And the last item that I got in my Boxycharm is the Alamar Cosmetics Colorete Blush Trio in the shade Fair to Light. Seriously though, the packaging of this palette, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It has like a wave type of look to it, and then it has like this like gold foil accent. It's just gorgeous. And then here is the back of the palette, which still has that like kind of like watery kind of vibe to it. And the shade that I'm going to go into is the middle shade right here. It's kind of like the more pinky shade out of the 3. And then with this, I'm just going to apply it to the apple of my cheek and blend it upwards. This is definitely one of those buildable type of blushes, which is my all-time favorite type of formulas. Because you can see like that was just like 2 layers and it looks really nice. And I hate blushes that are too pigmented because they are so hard to correct, but this one's actually really nice. Though I will say it is a very kind of like dusty type of formula. But yeah, so here is the finished look. It is definitely more on the grunge side, which is definitely up my alley. I really love grunge looks. And I do want to go over each of the products with you guys today and kind of give you my thoughts on them. So first things first, the GlamGlow cleanser. I actually really enjoy this cleanser. I've used it about 3 or 4 times now, and I just really enjoy how it makes my skin feel. It doesn't dry it out, and it doesn't make me have any breakouts. I will say though, with skincare items, you do want to try them out for a couple of weeks just to see how you like feel about them and how they mix with your other products. I'll leave you guys kind of updated if I have any issues with it, but so far I'm really enjoying it. So the next item is this Bodyography eye pencil in the shade Emerald. For me personally, I don't feel like this is any different than any of the other eyeliners that I have in my collection. I will say too, I don't feel like this is an emerald green. I feel like it's more like a turquoise color. It's very beautiful and it works really well, but I just don't feel like it's really worth the money because honestly, I feel like it doesn't work any different than the ones I have from the drugstore. But either way, if you are looking for a really nice kind of like turquoise blue kind of eyeliner, this one's really pretty. So the item that I have like the biggest like love-hate relationship with out of this box is this Ciate London Cream eyeshadow. It is so stinking pretty. Like when you like look like dead on, it has the most like beautiful shimmer to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. However, this shit is so hard to work with and it flakes so bad. And it's just like hard to like figure out like how to use it because if you apply too much, it gets really patchy. And if you apply too little and then like try to build it up, it'll start like flaking and getting really weird. It's definitely one of those products that have like more of a learning curve. For me personally, I don't feel like this is worth it. I would rather buy like the Stila like glitter and glows or the ones from Pixi. I feel like those are a better option and they're a lot easier to work with. However, I mean the color is really pretty, but then again, you know, it's really just hard to work with. So the next item that I got in my box was this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Stone, and I'll be honest, I'm not even mad that I got a double in my collection because I love this liquid lipstick so much. Literally, it's probably in my top 3, if not my top 2, like all-time holy grails including shade, because I just really enjoy this liquid lipstick. I love how like cool tone it is. It's really honestly perfect with those like dark kind of smoky looks, or even like with those like brighter purples and pinks. It's just a really nice liquid lipstick color. Not to mention the formula isn't drying, it doesn't crack, it doesn't bleed. It's just really nice. And last but not least, the Alamar Cosmetics Blush Trio. I actually really enjoy the formula of this. It was super easy to use. However, the colors in here are just not my style. Personally for me, I'm not the biggest fan of orange blushes. I think they look just a little weird on me since I do have a lot of red to my skin tone. Though I will say the formula though is amazing. Like it is one of those formulas that is super easy to build up and get it as intense as you want, and it's just really easy to blend it out. I will say though too, like this blush palette is so dusty, like you barely put your brush in it and it gets like powder like all over. It's not the biggest deal to me, but if you are traveling with this one, it'll definitely make a mess in your bag. Not to mention like this beautiful packaging right here is gorgeous. I think it honestly is really unique and stunning, and I just love the detail to it. It's definitely one of those packaging styles that is perfect for the summer season. I can definitely tell I'm starting to get an ear infection because my jaw hurts so bad and like in my ear. It is really, really annoying. But either way, let me know in the comments down below what you guys got in your box or what you guys think of my box. I would love to hear what you guys got as well. And as always, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And I hope you guys have an awesome day, and until next time, bye!